Hello everyone, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I'm going to show you some of my top 5 best easy set basketball plays. So hello everyone, if you're new to this channel, on this channel I show you basketball plays, drills, and skills. So if you like that stuff, hit the like button and subscribe. But anyways, today I'm going to show you some of my top 5 best easy set basketball plays. Now, a set basketball play is essentially just a basketball play that has set movements. It's not like a motion offense where you can continue to go around and run the same play on both sides of the court and you can keep on switching sides. Set plays are essentially just plays that have one or two set movements, and from there you will be able to score or have options to score. So let's get down to the clipboard and let me show you some of my best 5 set basketball plays. Okay, so in our first set basketball play, what we're going to have is a 1-4 offense. So what we're going to have is we're going to start by having player 5 setting a screen for player 1, and player 2 and 4 going to the low block on this side. At this time, player 1 is going to use that screen, and player 3 is going to follow, or player 3 is going to go along the baseline and use player 2 and 4 as a screen. He's going to pop out to this side. These players are going to clear out, and player 5 is going to be rolling towards the basket. At this time, we're going to have an option for a 3-point shot, or we could pass to player 5, or we could pass to player 3. Player 3 is the number 1 option, and this is the second option. So against a man-to-man defense, it's going to look like this. Player 3 is going to use players 2 and 4 as a screen. Player 1 is going to use player 5 as a screen. 3 is going to pop out. Now he is the number 1 option because most likely he is going to be open. Next, we're going to have player 5 either hedging. If he's hedging, player 5 blue should be open. And at this time, we might have player 1 now mismatched with player 5, or we could also have player 1 still fighting through that screen, and player 1 could take that 3-point shot. Now let's see this against the 2-3 zone. Okay, so against the 2-3 zone, we're going to still have player 4 setting a screen up top. We're going to have player 3 and 5 down low. That's going to now swing the defense to look like this. And now we're going to have player 2 setting or using 3 and 5 as a screen. He's going to pop out. Player 1 is going to use that screen. Now with this defense, what we're going to have is most likely player 3 is going to play low, or he could be playing in the middle. Player 1 could take the 3-point shot. He could pass to player 2 for the 3. Player 4 could be rolling towards the basket at that point as well. And that could be an easy layup too. So there's multiple different options here. In our second play, this is going to be a low 1-4. So we're going to have 4 players low along the baseline. Now this is going to be ran best against a man-to-man defense because, well, this is a play that you would use near the end of the game if you need an easy basket. So again, this is against a man-to-man defense. So what we're going to have here is we're going to have our post players on one side and our smaller guards and small forward on the other side. We're going to have our point guard up top, and how we're going to run this is player 4 and 5, they're going to set a double screen for player 3 to fit through, and he's going to pop out to the free throw line extended. Player 2 is now going to pop through as well, and player 1 could pass to player 3 for the 3-point shot, 3 could pass to 2 for the 3-point shot, and then we could also have player 4 and 5 setting a staggered screen for player 1 who's cutting towards the rim now for an easy layup. Now let's see this against a man-to-man defense. So we're going to have player 5 move down. That's going to be roughly how the defense is going to play it. Player 2 is going to cut through first in this case. Player 1 is going to pass him the ball. If player 2 red gets stuck, then we could have player 3 pop down underneath the double screen, and he could be open as well. Now let's say neither of them got stuck, but they have the ball in the corner. We're now going to have a double screen up top for player 1 who could be open for the layup. So I'm going to show you this one against the 2-3 zone. I'm not going to show you the play itself without a defense because this will only run against a 2-3 zone. So this is a Horns offense, and how we're going to work this is very simple. We can have player 4 set a screen for player 5. Player 5 is going to pop out. If he's able to score from this area, that should be an easy shot for him. Now, if not, let's say, for example, player 1 popped down and seen that happening. What you're going to have done now is player 5 will go and screen for player 4, and then player 3 blue is going to pop up. This could be an option. Player 4 needs to clear, player 4 blue needs to clear out. That could be a 3-point shot as well, or he could pass to player 5 who should be sealing that man, so that now he just has to basically turn around one dribble or so. That could bring player 5 red over. If that does, then we have player 4 blue cutting down for the layup if player 5 couldn't score himself. Now in our fourth play, this is against a 3-2 zone. So if you see the opposing team running a 3-2 zone, what you can run if player 5 is your biggest man, we're going to have player 5 set a screen for player 4. 4 is going to pop up to the high post. Player 1 is going to pass the ball to player 4. At this time, that should collapse these three players, and player 5 should be sealing his man so that now player 5 can get that ball and for an easy layup. Just a nice easy pivot for a layup. Now I'm going to show you my box offense. This is my favorite of all time. If you haven't figured that out yet, this is in at least 5 to 10 of my videos, and the reason is it's just so simple. So we're going to start with our post players up top, our smaller players in the bottom post, the low post. We're going to have player 5 and 4 screen down for 2 and 3. Now player 1 could pass to either 3 or 2. Let's just say, for example, he passes to player 2. If player 4 is not open, let's say his man is really front facing him or just not able to get open, he could now set a screen. Again, this is against a man-to-man defense. He can go and set a screen for player 5. 5 can pop over for the layup as well. Now let's see this against a man-to-man defense. So against a man-to-man defense, we have players 4 and 5 setting a screen down for players 3 and 2. Let's say these guys fight through. It doesn't matter. They could be open for 3-point shots if they're wide open. And now we have the post players posting up. So now let's say player 5 is just unable to get that ball. Then he could go and screen for player 4 for the layup. The other thing that can happen down there on this low screen, so let's say we're just going to reset this one side. What could happen down here, when that screen comes down, we could have a switch. And if that happens, we now have a mismatch down there for player 4 to take advantage of that smaller player 2. Now I hope that you have enjoyed these 5 basketball plays. They're very simple, very easy. Simple 1 or 2 passes, that's it. And believe me, they work against multiple different kinds of defenses as well. So if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe. I will see you guys again tomorrow because I post new videos every single day. So I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Basically, through Skype, I can train with you one-on-one or one-on a group, one or the other. So if you are interested in that, click the link in the description. It's called Online Basketball Training. Basically, we'll be using Skype to be able to train with you. All you need to do is have a set of wireless headphones, a cell phone, tablet, or laptop with a webcam, and we are able to train one-on-one. All you need to do is take it to your local gym, as long as they have Wi-Fi, or to the park, or you can do it in your backyard, and I can help you become a better basketball player. Hello, so if you have liked this video, click over here to subscribe, or maybe over here, depending on which side I put it on. I don't know yet. Anyways, also the opposite direction or the opposite side is another video you may like. So I hope to see you again in one of those next videos. Yeah.